Hi everyone, welcome to Medium Tank with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, and neither is anyone in any of these videos. This first one comes from BeauB from LifeClan. Looks to me like BeauB might be playing on the Australian server in this battle. He got TFF in this game, a couple of my old mates from Banff, including Philharmonic. A big hello to Philharmonic. I met you a couple of weeks ago. You are an absolute legend. Some Lancer people, Elric. And on the other side, there's some more Australian clans. POW, Kelly, Von, and Banff again. Anyway, this one's all about the M48 Patton. STI and the enemy tank just got blown away by the Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger. I can't even see him on the map. I think he might be with the grill. BeauB from LifeClan in the M48 Patton, a tank which I bought not too long ago, and it is an absolute ripper. It's got a 105mm gun, 390 average damage, 268 penetration. Unfortunately, doesn't get to penetrate the IS-7, but he bounces the IS-7 as well, or his tracks eat the shot. Anyway, heat rounds 330. He's not going to need him. He's got this covered. Puts a shot into the IS-7, loses his driver, fixes him relatively quickly. He wants to use his rate of fire to his advantage against the IS-7. Takes him for another 416 hit points. Now, with most of these replays, don't blink because you might miss some action. They go pretty quickly. There's the Super Conqueror from TFF doing a little bit of just trying to get himself safe, I guess, from all these big guns. Not least of all the Jag Panzer E100 has just been lit over there in the southeast. Plenty of tanks down here. This is where it all happens in on Paris. T26E5 showing not really having much of a chance against the Patton's gun, and BeauB just says this is all too easy. I'm just going to keep chipping away at that tier 8 premium heavy tank, and I don't ruin his day too much, but I'll enjoy the damage anyway. There's two of them up there, and they're both not faring too well against the M48 Patton. He's up to 1953 damage already. The game's only been going for just over 2 minutes. There's his first kill of the game, getting rid of the T26E5. That's a Patriot tank. The IS-7 clearly is going to be his next target. Takes him down to a one-shot before the OHO derps him out of the game. And BeauB moving forward now, getting himself into a bit of a hull down position here, and using this ridgeline, well, sort of this ridgeline, where it can just expose his turret and keep chipping away these enemy tanks. Takes a T26E5 for 340 damage. Bit of a low roll, but you'll take it. And then especially when a roll for 451 comes up against the Patton, you'll take that every day of the week. Patton down to a one-shot now. Unfortunately, he bounces that shot, and the Lorraine goes down. Lorraine getting a little bit cheeky there, especially with the Jag Panzer E100, which BeauB's just tracked. Hopefully he picks up some assisted damage. No, it doesn't. Looks like he's fixed it and moved out of the way. 6-2's the score. 3,500 damage done by BeauB. Super Conqueror getting a little bit in the way, but that's okay. It's all fast and furious action. Here on Paris, the Super Conqueror gets derped by the Jag Panzer E100. BeauB does the right thing and tracks the German tank destroyer. Not sure if he noticed earlier that the German tank destroyer used his repair kit earlier, so he knows that if he tracks him this time, he won't be able to fix it. Picks up his second kill, sending the tier 10 German TD back to the garage. No tier 10s left on this team, on the enemy team. The score's 7-3. BeauB thinking, "You beauty, this is just going to be an absolute ripper." 4,102 damage. He finds artillery. Thank you very much. 394. Unlucky not to one-shot the FV207, but you'll take the damage up to 4.5 now. Make that 4.9. As he's rolling towards this Pershing. There you go. That's his third kill. Nearly 5,000 damage done. Can he get 5,000 with a kill on the M103? Yes, he can. 5,300. He's just found the Stritzfag, and the Batchat 12T's doing a bit of an arty run. Fires clutch towards the Stritzwagen and bounces the tier 9 Swedish tank destroyer, but he's still got 1189 hit points up his sleeve. He can just roll these guys, goes straight past the Stritzwagen, puts a shot through on the way, and might as well go for the kill. There you go, gets the kill. The grill 15 kills, the artillery 15-4, 5 kills, 6,000 damage. Thank you very much, says BeauB from LifeClan. It's an Ace Taker Mastery Badge in the Tier 10 American Medium Tank, the M48 Patton, the one that I haven't had for too long. It's an ace tanker, bruiser medal, fighter, 5 for effect, high caliber. The game didn't go for long, but he certainly did his job. 6,034 hit points of damage, 5 kills, 1260 base experience. He fired 25 shots, 24 hit, 17 did damage. He made nearly 50,000 credits in that game, because I reckon it was all standard rounds in that game that went for less than 5 minutes. He also picked up 1,476 assisted damage. That certainly would have helped getting the ace tanker. In the American M48 A5 Patton, it's a very fun tank to drive. It's got armour, it's got gun depression, it's got a good gun, and it's certainly very fun to play. Let's have a look at this second game in this Tier 10 Medium Tank Extravaganza. It's BeauB again. This time BeauB's in the Object 140, and he's platooned up with his old mate Killer Alien, also in an Object 140, this time on Pilsen. Is it Pilsen? Yes, it is. Let's see how he goes. Looks like he might be going to have a look at the eastern flank, where medium tanks normally do quite well. This is a tier 8 to 10 game, just 3 tier 10s on each team. BeauB and Killer Alien are 2 of them in their Object 140s, and there's a Super Conqueror as well. Looks like Super Conqueror's come into play this side. So with all 3 tier 10s coming this side, they really need to make sure they smash the shit out of this one. This is one of those games where you can't afford to blink, as he puts his first shot into the 5100. That 5100 probably not quite loaded yet, and he'll probably be regretting, well, can't say he's gone to the wrong spot. Anyway, puts a shot into the M46 Patton at tier 9. Killer Alien helping him. There's lots of enemy tanks here, and BeauB will be happy about that. He wants to take on as many tanks as he can. Just having a look towards where tanks often snipe from. Nothing there, so he puts a shell into the T62A, the tank that the Object 140 is most often compared to. Now, like I said, don't blink, because this is going to be fast and furious action all the way. Takes the T26A down to 163 hit points, loses a little bit of damage, but it doesn't matter, because there's the first tier 10 out of the enemy team, and the score 1-0. Continues to move forward now. Still plenty of tanks there to shoot at. Takes the 5100 down to a one-shot. The Super Conqueror picks up the kill, and now they're up 2-1 as he puts the shot into the M46 Patton. 2,000 damage done already. He's just warming up. Puts another one into the Object 140. There goes the second tier 10 tank on the enemy side. Remember, they only started with 3. Fires clutch towards the WZ132, but doesn't land it. And he's just going to bully these tanks now. Takes the M46 Patton down to a one-shot. Now it looks like he's looking at that Centurion 7-1. Centurion firing high explosive. Takes him for 112 hit points. But BeauB will say, no worries, I'll take my second kill, but I'm not going to slow down. There's a T54 there on 236 hit points. That's clearly what he's going to be looking at for kill number 3. 6-1 is the score now. Now, look at these guys showing their side. He keeps moving forward with his platoon mate, Killer Alien, in the Object 140. They absolutely rolled the eastern side. Don't even worry about aiming towards a T69 for his 4th kill. Continues to roll forward. He wants to get behind these enemy heavy tanks. The Mouse, the E75. There might be a Waffenträger down here somewhere, and that's not because I've seen this replay before, but I haven't. There's the artillery. Thank you. Takes him for 325 hit points. He'll be confident of getting the kill shot when he reloads. No, it goes a little bit wide. Eventually his luck's going to run out. There's some damage into the Waffenträger Alf Panzer IV, though. Takes him down to 700 odd hit points. Killer Alien unfortunately got taken out by the UDES. BeauB picks up his 5th kill, getting rid of the Waffenträger Alf Panzer IV, and now he's going hunting for a top gun. Just 4 enemy tanks remaining. Rolling down to where it all happened. Still got nearly 1,300 hit points up his sleeve, so he can afford to be quite brave. He doesn't want people to get in his way, though. 4,441 damage done. 5 kills. Can he get himself a top gun? Clearly looking towards that E75 on nearly 2,000 hit points. Gets set on fire. Takes another 343 off him. He's still burning, and the Super Conqueror steals the kill. Puts a shot into the back of the Mouse. Wants to keep away from the Mouse's gun. Spots the Defender, but this could be the top gun. It is. It's a top gun for BeauB already, and this Defender is clearly not too happy. He's just kicking back going, oh, I'm going to brace myself for the inevitable, I suppose. That game didn't go for too long, under 4 minutes I reckon, and another Ace Tanker Mastery badge for my old mate BeauB from Life Clan in the Object 140. Have a look at that. Not only an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge, but also the Hand of God for surviving and winning, having received damage from at least 4 different enemy tanks. The Bruiser Medal. Duelist, 5 for effect. Confederate for shooting more enemy tanks than anyone else. He just seemed to be shooting and shooting and shooting and never even showing a sign of slowing down. High Caliber for doing the most damage. And the Top Gun for getting those 6 kills. 5,310 damage done, 6 kills, 1291 base experience. Absolutely smashed it. The Super Conqueror from Anzas did a pretty good job as well. Iron Pirate. He fired 22 shots, 20 hit, 19 did damage in the game that went for just under 4 minutes. That's 5 shots, more than 5 shots per minute. He had an absolute ripper. Made 20,000 credits with a premium account. I reckon it was standard rounds all the way. Spent some money on consumables. To be honest, I didn't even notice the consumables that he was spending since the game was so fast and furious on Pilsen. And this one is going to be no different. This is panzerquack from Khan Clan. Panzerquack in one of my favourite tier 10 medium tanks. The Centurion Action X is on encounter mode in Ensk. Not sure why he's gone blue. I can probably guess, but I'm not going to. Here we go. There's a nice cheeky shot into the Oho. Of course, encounter battle, there's only one base. You've got to either cap it or you've got to kill all the enemy tanks. I reckon he'll kill all the enemy tanks. Maybe all on his own. There's the Tortoise. No, the AT-15. Doesn't manage to penetrate the AT-15, but he does track him. We'll be hoping that somebody puts some damage into him. That shot goes a little bit too high. Looking at the minimap, a massive battle happening here in the east. Panzerquack just kicking back and farming a bit of damage into the tier 8 British tank destroyer. It's still 0-0. Tier 10 game, just 3 tier 10 tanks on each team. Panzerquack's one of them. There's also a 113 and an E4, the big American tank destroyer. The 113 kicking back over here. E4 behind, even though you might think, gee, he's camping a little bit, he's the most forward of the 3 tier 10 tanks in this game. Let's see what eventuates. Looks like the enemy team having a big fight in the east. Pardon me. Picks up his first kill, gets rid of the AT-15. Don't know how much time he wanted to spend on that AT-15. If it was going to be much longer, I probably would have said, being a little bit silly. Finds the FV4202. Surprised he didn't get assisted damage there. Puts a shell into the British premium tier 8 medium tank. The score's 2-5 though. He needs to do something. It looks like the Oho moving forward around near the base. 2-5's the score, so I'm tipping whoever was capping decided not to cap because they're winning by so much. The score's 2-5. Anything could happen on Ensk. It looks like the T110E5 might have just damaged himself by firing a high explosive round into that fence and it blew up in his face. Or maybe the Oho did that. Yeah, it certainly was the Oho. Panzerquack picks up his second kill, gets rid of the tier 8 Japanese heavy tank. 4-5's the score. He's on the cap. I guarantee he will not cap this one out. He's looking for more damage. He shoots into the Object 140. That's Killer Alien. That's the same guy we saw platooned up with, was it BeauB? Or am I imagining things? Trying to cut off that Object 140 at the pass. That little thing there, people always run into that. It does look like it should be destructible, but it's not. Puts another shell into the Object 140. Shoots again and misses. 5-7. They're slowly bringing this one back. Looks like they're in a bit of trouble up here though. The Oho, the Tortoise and the Emil all holding back all these enemy tanks, so they need to get rid of this Object 140 and then try and flank these enemy tanks if they're going to turn this one into a win. Finds a Stritzwagen at tier 9, puts him down for 400 hit points. Looks like something derped it. Maybe the Scorpion G put that big shell into Swedish tank destroyer. He bounces it. 113 picks up the kill. 6-9 though, still down by 3 tanks. But Panzerquack from Garm Clan is no dummy. Picks up the kill on the Stritzwagen S1. Finds the IS-3. Unlucky not to penetrate that shot into the tier 8 heavy tank. Going to try his luck at side scraping. Don't know how that's going to go. Well, it works. He bounces the IS-3 for 390 block damage, puts in 428. Of course, he's going to reload before him, and that will be kill number 4 for panzerquack from Calm Clan. 8-11 to score now on Edsk. There's lots of enemy tanks last spotted over here. It's 4 versus 7. T-54 lightweight does not prove to be too hard to penetrate. Panzerquack cops a little bit of damage though. He's down on health, down to 1,066 hit points, so he's on a bit over under half health now though, as the T10 puts 416 into his tank. That T10 in a pretty good position there. Let's see if this works for panzerquack. It doesn't. He really needed that shot to go through. 9-11 now as the IS-4 goes down. His tracks luckily eat the shot from the T10 at T9. 10-11 now as the E75 goes down, and he was thinking, hey, we'll be back in there. If I can pick up the kill on this lightweight, it should be money all the way home. Even better, get rid of a tier 10. There it is. Now they're winning 13-11 with the lightweight on a one-shot. Panzerquack on 5 kills. There's the top gun for you. Your beauty, thank you very much, says Panzerquack. In the Centurion Action X, 15-11 in the end. It was looking like a whitewash. They were down by about 4 tanks. Not too long, and exactly right, T10. I have no idea how that happened either. It's another Ace Tanker Mastery Badge for Panzerquack from Calm Clan in the Centurion Action X at Tier 10 British Medium Tank. Hand of God Medal, Bruiser, Duelist, Fire for Effect, High Caliber, and of course the Top Gun for getting those 6 kills. I don't know. Alright, let's look at the second page. 5,396 damage done, 6 kills, 1250 base experience. Looks like the Scorpion had a pretty good game on 3,000. The Emil on nearly 3,000. Everyone sort of contributed. A few got taken out early, which was unfortunate. But Panzerquack had a perler with 24 shots fired, 20 hits, 16 doing damage, 5,396 damage done, 1,150 damage blocked. That's no mean feat in a Centurion Action X. Its turret is pretty good. I think his tracks ate a few shots as well. And also he got nearly 1,000 assisted damage. And that's because even though he was sniping a bit at the start, he still moved forward and absolutely smashed it at the end. Now this is the 4th and final battle in this video, featuring Tier 10 medium tanks. It's Panzerquack from Calm Clan yet again. This time he's not blue and is in the Object 140. Just like BeauB, it's an absolute one of a very, very popular Tier 10 medium tank for Tier 10 clan war skirmishes, platoons and good times. Panzerquack having an absolute having a good night the other night. Well, whenever he sent me these replays, probably more than a few nights ago. The Object 140 100mm gun, 320 damage, 264 penetration with standard, 330 with heat, which is premium ammunition. M48 Patton, though, even though it's Tier 9, has no problems penetrating the back of that Tier 10 Russian medium tank. Now, this game won't be quite so fast and furious compared to the other ones. He puts his first shot in, opens his account with 325 hit points of damage into the American Tier 9 medium tank. Doesn't get the assisted damage for that second shot. Maybe the T-34 got the credit for that. The Object 252U, that's the premium Russian heavy tank, also known as a Defender, gets spotted in the middle with the Skoda T50, and as often happens on Fisherman's Bay, look at the mini-map. Look at all those tanks. Even a couple of mediums right at the back. I don't know, you're never going to win the vision game if you hope everybody else does. Anyway, Panzerquack says, hold my beer, I got this. Puts a shot into the side of Tier 9. Puts 2 shots into the side of the Tier 9 American medium tank. Sets him on fire. He'd love to do that again. That'll send him back to the garage. That might be it for his first kill. And he's got the first kill of the game. Looks towards that E75. He'd be thinking, gee, it's pretty hard to say no to side shots into that Tier 9 German heavy tank. But E75 clearly showing good map awareness and working out, no, I'm going to get farmed if I don't at least start angling and changing the way I look at this game. 1 zips the score. He's on 1233 damage. A lot of that damage done into the M46 Patton, who is now dead. Still lots of... Look at this. Skoda T50. There's, I think, T54 Mod 1. Hello, says panzerquack from Calm Clan. Hello, E100. Now he knows that E100 will take a while to aim, so he fancies another shot into the side of the Tier 10 German heavy tank. Takes him down to 2,000 hit points. With only 3 Tier 10s on each team, it's really important that you make them pay for their mistakes when they expose the sides of their tanks, I suppose. Those medium tanks still on the red line. This is something they'll be justifying it to themselves by saying, oh, we're already Tier 8s in a Tier 10 game. There's no Tier 10s over there. All the Tier 10s are over here. They really need to have a bit of a go, don't they? Down by a tank now, 2-3. Panzerquack's on 1 kill. He's down to 807 health. He's got 1900 damage done already. 490 blocked. 396 assisted damage. Now that Object 252U just showing how good the armour is in the middle of this map. T54 Mod 1 still on the red line. He finds the enemy Skoda T50 and puts a shot into him. Takes him down to 1291 hit points. They're still down by a tank. Unfortunately, that shot goes a little bit wide towards the Czech T9. Showing good map awareness though, looking around, moving around, working out where he can get some cheeky shots into these enemy tanks, such as the E100 there. It just misses that. He could have tracked him. Oh, that should go through. Takes him down to 1,000 hit points. Panzerquack just looking at the looking for cheeky side shots into these heavies. There's another one. Doesn't penetrate him. Down to 460 health. If he gets another shot into him, he'll be a one shot for anyone on his team. Pretty well angled though, the E100. People talk about the mouse. E100's armour isn't too bad. The T54 Mod 1 finally moves off the red line. Hopefully in a good move to try and flank these tanks that are over here. There's Panzerquack's second kill, and that puts his team in the lead 4-3. 3,056 damage done as he gets rid of the E100. So he's got rid of the E100 and also the M48 Patton. Only one Tier 10 tank left on the enemy team, and that's the artillery piece. The French auto-loading Batchat 15558 wants to be mindful of that Skoda T50, the auto-loader, on 980 hit points, because Panzerquack's only on 484, so that would only be, I reckon, 2 shots from the Czech auto-loader. The Object 252U hasn't been seen for a while. There he is. Doesn't really want to accost that tank frontally, because you wouldn't. It's already bounced him a few times. 3,367 hit points of damage done for Panzerquack from Calm Clan. 2 kills. Score 7-3. The E75 and the AT-15 both go down in the city. And T54 Mod 1. It'll be interesting to see how he goes in this game. He's on full health, the T54 Mod 1. I'm guessing these guys are waiting for the East to be won before they start engaging these 4 all Tier 8 tanks, the FV4202, the Batchat 12T, Prima Victoria, and the 5100. Of course, the 5100, that's an autoloader, but it hasn't got any armour whatsoever. If they all shoot at once, it'll be DED dead. Of course, the Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger and the Scorpion G, both on the red line. At least one of them is full health. Scorpion G's nearly dead, but the Rheinmetall on full health. I hope they're getting shots there, that's all I can say. With the score on 7-3, you know, you can afford to get off the red line, surely. Panzerquack gets spotted in the middle. He'll be hoping artillery's not looking his way. Looks like enemy arty's just put a shot into the Object 252U. Panzerquack more concerned with the Skoda T50, puts a shot into him, picks up some assisted damage, sends him back to the garage for his 3rd kill. And now clearly working out the 25. Now's a good time to take on this 252U. I don't know if I'd be taking him on frontally though. On 500 odd hit points, I reckon I'd be going for the flank, just looking for a cheeky shot towards the Prima Victoria, but of course they're behind those mounds of dirt over there in the west. 9-4's the score. The nameless, the IS-7 and the Stritzwagen. Looks like they were looking for artillery there. I'm tipping artillery's up here in A1 somewhere. Panzerquack picks up some assisted damage into the Object 252U. He's clearly aiming Panzerquack's way. But you could probably afford to take a shot for him, but why would you when the score's 9-5? I'm tipping he's waiting Or maybe he's hoping for these guys to shoot him. Finally, the Nameless does it and gets rid of the premium Russian Tier 8 heavy tank, the Object 252. 10-5's the score. Now, what's left on the enemy team? The Batchat 155, 58. The Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger has not been spotted this game. Neither has that artillery. The FV4202, Prima Victoria, and the Batchat 12T. All last seed in this vicinity. These guys really don't want to play the game, do they? The Scorpion G running away. Panzerquack says, no worries, I'll get this. Puts a shot into the back of the Swedish premium Tier 8 medium tank, the Prima Victoria. Doesn't quite land that one. 4,620 damage done. 3 kills, and he's probably thinking, how close can I get before I get spotted? His 6th head still hasn't gone off. There's the Batchat 12T on 734 hit points. The score's 12-5, guys. Let's start moving forward, surely. There he is. He's looking for the kill shot on the Artie for the 4th kill. Misses that shot. Muzzle have a dip at this light tank. Shoots him once. Takes him down to 378. Then the Batchat 12T fancies himself here against Panzerquack. Panzerquack auto-aims and kills Mabashihi. And the score's now 14-5. That Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger. There he is. Up there where artilleries and tank destroyers often do their things. And Panzerquack just waiting for that Russian gun to reload. Tracks him that time. Unfortunate not to get a damaging shot. That could have been a kill shot, but in the end, a pretty good game. 4 kills to Panzerquack from Calm Clan. Not only 4 kills, but yet another Ace Tanker Mastery Badge in the Object 140. Hand of God as well. Bruiser, Duelist, Fighter, Fight for Effect, High Caliber. Carried the shit out of that game on Fisherman's Bay. 5,653 damage, 4 kills, 28 base experience, 32 shots fired, 26 hit, 19 did damage. So he missed a few shots, but he still managed over 5,500. Nearly 2,000 assisted damage. And he even blocked a couple of shots. The T-54 first, he did 2,000. He just seemed to be redlining it all the way. So maybe I was wrong. Didn't have a bad game. Just seemed that whatever was happening down there in the bottom left just seemed to happen very, very slowly. I guess everyone was worried about getting sniped from the back. Lost a couple of credits. I didn't notice premium rounds, but I'm guessing they were used. But a pretty good ace tanker in that game that went for less than 10 minutes. Hunting Calms, I didn't even notice while I was watching some of these enemy tanks. Of course, the AT-15 was one of his clan mates, as well as the AMX 5100. But he didn't really. They aren't the tanks that come up as tanks that he did damage to. But still, an epic game in the Object 140. And there you have it, the last of 4 replays featuring some Tier 10 medium tanks. The Object 140, the American M48 Patton, as well as the Centurion Action X. Thank you very much for the replays, lads. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and see you all next time.